It's a rainy Saturday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. We even get rain every now and then in paradise, but that's okay. It helps us pay the bartenders a living wage. Anyone that lives in the Florida Keys or that's come here regularly or ever driven here, more than likely you've driven over the 18-mile stretch. Today in history, on June 15th, 1921, the 18-mile stretch was born. It came to life. Originally, the main road from mainland Florida, which is the end of Dade County, to Key Largo, which is the beginning of Monroe County, was supposed to go over Steamboat Creek. But on June 15th, 1921, the Monroe County Commissioners and the Dade County Commissioners, now Miami-Dade County, but back then it was just the Dade County Commissioners, met, and their engineers decided it would cost a lot less money to put it over Jewfish Creek because the water's much shallower, so the bridges would be smaller and they wouldn't have to dig as deep into the bay bottom. And that was the birth of the 18-mile stretch as we know it today. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the Lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you will be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about every new listing from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors do. That's valuable information for a buyer to have and puts you ahead of other buyers. I find most buyers wait for a home to come onto Zillow before they inquire about it, and the problem they face there is by the time Zillow puts a home live online, it's usually been in the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch this video each morning, you see something you like, you can call me right away and we'll make an appointment to go see the home. If you like what you see upon viewing it, we can write up a contract and have you under contract on the home before most buyers ever even knew it was for sale. You can also get a much more detailed description of all of these listings, including photos, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'll put that web address in the description below. There's a lot more information in the blog, a lot more details, any unique features the home might have. There'll be photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to be waterfront, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage. If it has a pool, there'll be photos of the pool. Just a lot more information that I can cram into a couple-minute YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. And it's updated every day, including photos from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. If you like this video, please let me know. Click that thumbs up and like symbol down below. If you want to stay current with the Florida Keys real estate market and see more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this every morning that'll let you know what's being listed and at what price in the Florida Keys. Also, make sure you stay to the end of the video. I've been running an offer since January 1st that ends at the end of this month, June 30th, 2024, where I will contribute $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs. But time's running out, so you want to act quickly. You have to wait till the end of the video, though, to hear all the information on that. We have 7 new listings in Key West and the Lower Keys to talk about this morning. Most of them are in Key West. 5 of them are in Key West. But before I give you the information on these listings, the state of Florida makes me cover the legal boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility for any inaccuracies there may be in these listings. I'm simply reading them to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have to talk about is a house on Grinnell Street in Key West's Old Town neighborhood. It's written up and deeded as a single-family house, but it's in a compound, kind of like a townhouse setting. There's about 5 or 6 of them that form a circle around the pool, or more a square, a rectangle around the pool. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,533 square foot house. It's in a great location on Grinnell Street, an easy bicycle ride or walk to Duval Street, and an easy bicycle ride or walk to the beach. It's being offered at $2,099,000, which is an excellent price for a home this size in this location. Then also in Key West's Old Town neighborhood on Varela Street, we have a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,111 square foot house. You could probably put a 2nd bedroom in this house, definitely if that was your intention though. Check with the Monroe County Building Department and the Planning Department while you're under your due diligence period. They get kind of strict on what you can and can't do in Old Town, a lot more than New Town. They want to keep the historic look. Usually, as long as you don't change the look of the outside of the home, they're not that bad, but definitely you want to check that out during your due diligence period. It's offered at $1,100,000, which would be a great price if you could put a 2nd bedroom in there, but for a 1-bedroom house, that's definitely on the high end of the price point. And also in Key West's Old Town neighborhood on Watson Street, there's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,378 square foot house. This is on a much larger lot than Old Town usually has, and it also has off-street parking for 2 vehicles, which is a very valuable feature for Old Town. I've been in this house. It's definitely a bit of a fixer-upper. It needs some sweat equity and needs some work. But it's being offered at $1,600,000, which is very low for a house this size with this much land and off-street parking in the neighborhood it's in. It's definitely a great buy. Then in Key West's Midtown neighborhood on Duncan Street, we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a nice pool, an in-ground pool. It's being offered at $1,249,000, which is a very good price for a house of this nature in this location. And in Key West's Newtown neighborhood, in a section we call Smurf Village, the locals nicknamed it Smurf Village because the houses all look kind of like the houses in the old cartoon, The Smurfs, is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,032 square foot house. It's being offered at $659,000. Smurf Village is one where you'll hear me do something you thought you'd never hear a realtor do. I recommend you stay away and do not buy this house. They're all deeded as individual single-family standalone homes. However, the building is a quadplex. There's 4 of these single-family homes in one structure. And there's no HOA, no rules, no governing body that guarantees that each person will pay their fair share if repairs come up like the roof needs to be replaced or the building needs to be tented for termites or any major improvements the building may need. If the person you share a common wall with has a pipe burst in their house and it damages the inside of your house, there's no governing rules guaranteeing you that they will pay their share to fix it. If you have 3 great neighbors, it could be an excellent situation, but unfortunately it's on the honor system, and more times than not, you have neighbors that are not willing to pitch in their fair share. I've seen these cases go to court several times, and the person taking the neighbor to court always loses because there is no set rules or governing HOA body to enforce that each person pays their way. So I would stay away from this one, but that's just my opinion. Then we go up to Summerland Key. We have a canal front house on East Caribbean Drive. Summerland Key is very popular in the lower keys amongst the boaters because of the deep water boating and the nice deep canals. The canals are deeper and the controlling depth getting in and out of the canals are deeper. You could get a 50-plus foot boat or even a sailboat into Summerland Key. And they say along with bigger boats comes bigger houses with bigger price tags. This one's being offered at a very low price for a canal front house in Summerland Key. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,548 square foot house, and it's offered at $1,349,000, which is extremely low. Then on Big Pine Key in a subdivision called Doctor's Arm. I actually lived on Doctor's Arm for about 6 years when I first moved to the Florida Keys back in 1991. I like Doctor's Arm a lot. This one is on San Remo Drive. It's a 1,572 square foot house on the canal. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's being offered at $985,000, which is an excellent price for that section of Doctor's Arm. That's in the nicer section of Doctor's Arm. It's got deep water boating. It's very quiet. It's a very secluded neighborhood. I enjoyed living there a lot, and I'm sure you will too. That's all we have for today. If you want to see any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. Now, as promised, my offer to pay $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs. If you buy or sell any home with me anywhere in the Florida Keys between now and June 30th of this year, 2024, I will contribute $1,000 of my commission to go right towards your closing costs. I know with today being June 15th, it's very unlikely you'll close by June 30th, so I'm going to extend that offer a little bit. You do not have to close by June 30th. If you're buying the home, the contract for purchase and sale just has to be signed by June 30th, 2024. If you're selling the home, the listing agreement just has to be signed by June 30th, 2024. Then we can go ahead and close after that, and I'll still make good on that $1,000 offer. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And more importantly, I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.